up? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about privacy and security for your iPhones. And I'm going to show you 5 different settings, 5 different tricks that everyone should know. I know iPhone just came out, new iPhone, iOS 16 came out. So a lot of people are using the new iOS, using the new features, the bells and whistles. But it's extremely important to remember some of the privacy and security features that Apple has given us. Before we jump into the video, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and also like this video. So let's jump into number 1. Number 1 is the safety check. So I'm gonna go to my settings, and basically where you're gonna find it, I already had it open. Under settings, you wanna go to privacy and security. And then scroll down, and then you'll see safety check. This is a new feature in iOS 16. The second one is the manage sharing and access. Now, this is extremely important. You want to review. It will basically show you manage sharing access. It will show you what people, what different apps have access to your phone, to your data, to your system. So for example, here you go, sharing with people. Here are different people that I've shared notes with or photos with. So you want to review that and make sure you're still good with this, because a lot of times we've given access to people and we forgot. I've done that in the past. So you want to take that away. So make sure, number 1 tip is make sure you review the safety check, all this information. And if you don't want anyone to, you can stop sharing, or maybe like select all and stop sharing too. So it's totally up to you. So that was our tip number 1. Tip number 2 is let's go back to the settings. And there's a thing here called app privacy report. So you want to review this. This shows you what type different apps that have access to your data, different apps that have access to other things on your phone. So for example, Instagram accessed my camera 24 minutes ago. That was me. Photos, location, microphone. So you can review different apps. So what type of access I've given to, let's say, TikTok. So you can review that. What type of access I've given to Facebook and other things. So you want to make sure you review this. And if you don't, if you see anything that you don't want to give access to, for example, books, they have access to my media library. I don't use really like books that much, so I could probably stop that. So that was a tip number 2. Tip number 3 is kind of similar in the settings, location tracking or location services. Same thing here. Here are different apps that are accessing your location, but should they? So review this. So I'm okay with Facebook, Instagram, and boom, look at this. So YouCam Perfect. I don't even use that app, so I could probably just delete that app. So that's the other thing. Go through your location services and all the apps right here who have access to your location. And if there's something that should not, just stop it, pause it. So that was our tip number 3. Tip number 4, we're gonna go back to settings now. And then we're gonna go inside Safari now. There are a lot of cool things, new additions in Safari. But what you wanna do is look at the privacy and security section, which is right here. And then review these. So for example, prevent cross-site tracking. So I turned this on. Hide IP address from trackers, it was off, but I turned it to from trackers. So you wanna review that, potentially do that. And also fraudulent website warning, yes. All of these you can turn it on. So make sure you review the privacy and security section. And we're doing all of this because we want to make sure we're safe and we're kind of protecting our data, because I know everyone uses phone a lot. So you want to review all of this. So that was our tip number 4. Number 5 is actually inside here too in the Safari. Come down here and you'll see this clear history and website data. So you want to be careful because it's going to clear everything, even like sometimes stored passwords. But this is another thing that maybe you have a new phone, or maybe you have a phone that you bought from someone and they didn't do it. So you can clear history and data. So who knows what type of websites they were accessing from their phones, right? So you want to make sure you clear the history or data, or at least look at this. But again, you want to be careful because it can also clear cookies and all the data, like password, because one thing that people don't realize, it can also clear up passwords, and then you have to kind of clean up all your the passwords again. So thank you so much for watching. By the way, I know a lot of people are asking me, how do you change the lock screen automatically on your phone. So I'm going to put a video on screen. Go watch that video and you'll know how to do this on your iOS, the new iPhones. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.